It's not inflation, and it's not your job. The reason why you're still broke, you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard to look rich. You're financing vacations, you're flexing in clothes you can't afford, and you're leasing cars to impress people who aren't even thinking about you. And the worst part is, most of you call it confidence. But what it really is, it's your ego. Today I'm breaking down how your ego is quietly keeping you in debt and how you can take back your power before it costs you your future. Look, I'm not here to beat you up. I'm really not. I'm actually here to help you level up because I've been there. I've been the person who was chasing this so-called look of success. I literally was spending money that I really didn't have to spend. And I was literally letting my pride make financial decisions for me. If you're ready for the truth, I'm going to show you how your ego, not economics, is keeping people stuck. And most importantly, what I'm going to show you is how you can actually break free from it. So let's be real. Some of you, you're in debt because you're trying to look like money. Really, I want you to think about it. You'd rather look like money than actually have money. And I'm not trying to offend you, so please don't get upset. I'm just trying to speak facts. So many of us would rather carry around a $5,000 bag or purse with 50 bucks in it versus carry around a plastic bag with $5,000 in it. Again, you're trying to look like money when instead you should be building wealth, real wealth. Your ego wants people to think that you've got it together when you really don't. So what you do is you dress up, you lease the car, you take all the vacations, and you do it all on credit. And you don't need that stuff, but your ego needs to be seen for whatever reason. But listen up. Wealth, you may not know this, it actually whispers. But your ego, it actually shouts. And your debt, that's your ego's receipt. But what you need to do is you need to get disciplined and you need to transform your mindset before you upgrade your lifestyle. I want you to think about it. You literally, when you get a raise, your ego says you deserve it. I remember there was a time I got this promotion on my job. I think at the time I was making probably $40-some thousand a year. I got a promotion, I went up to like $55,000 a year. So I literally went, because in my mind I thought I deserved it, I went and financed this watch. The crazy thing is, I think I've worn that watch 3 times because I don't have anywhere to wear it. So I literally brought this watch because of this ego and this feeling that I deserved it. All right, but we're not here to just talk about me. So what happens when your ego kicks in and you think you deserve it? You get the upgraded car. You get the bigger apartment. You get the better phone, right? Everybody loves new technology. So your income, what happens to it? It goes up. But your savings, it actually stays the same. Or worse, your debt goes up with it. What I'm trying to tell you is that's literally ego. That's chasing feelings instead of freedom. And then this is where your pride really gets loud because your ego starts to talk to you. It starts saying things like, I'm fine. I don't need help. I'll figure it out. Meanwhile, your account, and I'm talking about your bank account, it's constantly overdrafted. Your cards, they're always maxed out. And your bills, they keep coming faster than your paycheck does. Literally, it's like you have more bills than actual money on your paycheck. And then you won't ask for a budget. You really won't talk to a coach. And you won't even admit that you're struggling because your ego won't let you. Maybe that's because you're too prideful. But here's the truth that for whatever reason, you won't admit and no one won't tell you. Silence, all it does is keep you stuck. And broke pride, I don't know if you know this, but broke pride, it's still broke. Then your ego tells you that your value is based on your stuff, all the things you have. So in a sense, You believe if you don't drive that car that's sitting outside, if you don't wear those shoes that's on your feet, if you don't live in this zip code that you live in, then you're not enough, which is crazy to me. So you do what you think is best for you at that time. And what's that? You finance your self-worth with debt. You literally finance your self-worth with debt. The validation that you're seeking so much, that mess is expensive. And when the applause and the cheers and all of that fades away from the validation, guess what? The payments don't. They're still going to be there. They're literally going to be there until you fix what's on the inside of you. You're always going to be in that same situation. You'll always spend time and you'll always spend trying to prove it on the outside. You're going to spend money, you're going to spend time, you're going to spend energy trying to prove to everybody on the outside what you're dealing with on the inside. And until you fix it, you're not going to be able to do it. So to fix this, I got 4 steps for you that I feel like if you follow, and I know that if you follow, it can transform your mindset and it can get you on the right path to basically being debt-free and staying debt-free. So step 1, you got to be honest with yourself. I want you to ask yourself this: where are you spending for approval instead of purpose? All right? Think about that. Where are you spending money at for approval from others that has nothing to do with your purpose? Is it in your clothes? Is it the clothes you wear? Is it the car you drive? Is it even the groups that you hang out with? Because the groups you're hanging with, you could be doing that for approval versus your actual purpose. And if you're honest, you'll begin to see where you've erred. Then you can move forward and hopefully get a new direction and purpose in life. Step 2, you need to start living beneath your means on purpose. Discipline is not punishment. For whatever reason, people say, oh, when I'm in discipline, it's punishment. I feel like it's punishment. Discipline is not punishment. What discipline is, it's protection from debt traps. And these debt traps, they're disguised as success. It's hard when you first start out, but over time, it literally gets easier. And as it gets easier, you begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And if you do this, you'll reduce financial stress. And once you're able to reduce financial stress, then you can achieve financial goals. Step 3, build wealth in silence. Let me tell you something real quick. You don't need to explain your grind to anybody. You don't need to explain to anyone. Let your bank account talk later for you, because compounding good habits turn into compounding money, which then turns into compound interest. And compound interest and the right resources, it grows more rapid than you can. All right? So don't worry about everybody else. Step 4, ask for help. Real growth, it actually starts when you say, I need a plan. When you say, I need help. I can promise you, there's no shame in asking for help. I've literally talked to multiple successful people. Every successful person I've talked to, every wealthy person I've talked to, every entrepreneur I've talked to, they've all said the same thing. Things didn't change for them until they got a coach. So my advice for you, get a coach to guide you along the way. I think over the course of the last 12 months, literally, well, right at 13 months, because I got my first coach last October. October 2024 is when I got my first coach. I actually started a new coaching program this month in November. Over the last 12 months, I think I've had 4 coaches that I've paid for that has poured into me to help me grow. So get a coach, and I promise you they'll be able to help you along the way. What I need you to understand is you do not need to impress people who aren't paying your bills. Like, forget about them. Stop worrying about them. You don't need to finance your confidence. You literally don't need to go into debt just for attention. Your worth is way more than what you wear. It literally is. And I'm not talking about how much money you're worth. You're worth who you are. It's way more than what you wear. And your value, it isn't in the car that you drive. Your value is actually in your character. Your future, what it doesn't need your ego. What your future needs is it needs you to be disciplined. So I want you to think about this, and I want you to really think about it, because I really want you to continue to be helped, and I really want to continue to help you. I want you to think about if this information is helping you, and if this video spoke to you. If this video did speak to you and it's helping you, definitely stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button and share this video with someone who you know needs to hear it. Because literally, we're tapped in. We're done with being stuck in these debt chains. We're literally breaking every single chain that continues to hold us back and hold us down. That's keeping us in bondage. That's what we're locked in and doing this year. Literally, 2025 has been the most locked in year I've been in. And 2026, I can guarantee it's going to be better. So definitely make sure you stay locked in. Make sure you stay tuned, because we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to move forward. And I'm going to do it with you. And I want you to do it with me. I also want you to drop a comment, because I literally want to hear your story. I want to hear about your story. I want to know all the details, right? Like I said, you need people in your corner. Make sure it's the right people. So drop the details of your story in the comment. And if you're really ready to finally make a change, if you really want to make a plan on how to get out of debt, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And like I said, stay tuned, because here on this channel, it's here to help you. I'm here to help you. Literally, I want to help you unlock your untapped potential. I want to help you break free. So let's go. Later.